is up, Caps fans? Last night, extremely boring loss to the Atlanta Thrashers, 5-0. Tonight, anything but boring. High-paced, exciting game, as it always is between the Caps and Flyers, with two of the NHL's top offenses going head-to-head in this game. It got off to a slow start. It was 1-0 through most of the second period, and we were scratching our heads saying, oh, that would happen when the two of the top four offenses in the NHL meet up. They don't score very much. But if you watched the whole game, you saw that change. In the first period, an epitome of the Caps night. Alex Ovechkin on a breakaway hits the post, and that will be a reoccurring theme throughout the night. Alex Ovechkin on a breakaway, and Alex Ovechkin hitting the post, and or the Caps hitting a post. But no worries. Later in the period, driving down the wing, Jason Chimera throws it to the slot. A little clogged up by the defense, but who's there? Marcus Johansson, the outstanding Caps rookie, is his second goal of his NHL career with a nice wrister over the glove side of Boucher, who was getting the start over Grabowski, who needed a rest. And it's 1-0 Caps. Glad to see Marcus get on the board. He's been playing great these last few games. He was one of the few bright spots in the Atlanta game. He was playing well. He's playing well this game. That's what we like to see. Gets on the board 1-0. End of the first period, 1-0. Second period, as I said, it was 1-0 most of the time, but the Flyers get on the board with a Claude Giroux tip-in on the power play. It's tied 1-1. About 4 or 5 minutes later, Mike Richards gets a goal past Neuwirth, and it is 2-1 Flyers at the end of the second period. Kind of a momentum battle between these two games. From the whole first period and halfway through the second period, it was all Caps. Boucher was keeping them in the game. The Caps power play was wonderful. They hit a couple of posts. They were working the puck around great. The power play looked awesome. Boucher was keeping them in the game. They just couldn't finish, and it ended up hurting them in the end. Flyers get that power play late in the second period. Changes the momentum back to the Flyers side. They get that goal. They start dominating the play, evening it out more between the teams. Mike Richards gets that second goal, and they lead 2-1. And I'm thinking, wow, the Caps pretty much dominated. They let one little self-destruct, and they're losing. Late third period, about 10 minutes in, Jeff Carter, great snapshot over Michael Neuwirth. It's 3-1 Flyers, and I'm thinking, well, could be it for the Caps. They lost 5-0 to Atlanta, but the Caps do not give up. Just like the Caps got into penalty trouble in the second period, the Flyers get into penalty trouble in the third period. 5-on-3, and the Caps slam it home. Nicholas Backstrom taps in a rebound, crazy scramble in front of the net, but more significant on the Backstrom goal, Mike Richards also picks up an extra penalty for taking down fair after the goal. So not only do the Caps score on the power play, they also get another one immediately. They don't waste it. Jason Chimera taps it home on Boucher. It is now 3-3. The Caps score 2 power play goals in a matter of 28 seconds, and we're alive again, tied 3-3. About a minute and a half later, though, beautiful spinorama backhand by Andreas Nodal. It's now 4-3 Flyers. So many goals scored in this period. It's been ridiculous. Back and forth. It's looking like the Flyers last game where they lost 8-7 to Tampa Bay, and they couldn't be liking that. The Caps, they never give up. They took 2 dumb penalties. Matt Bradley got an interference penalty. That was iffy. We knew that was coming because the Caps had 2 in a row. The bench, Peter Laviolette was fuming. Then Semin rips a shot, goes wide. Trips Pronger. He does a little bit of a dive. Pronger is a huge man. Alex Semin whacking his leg isn't going to make him fall down. A little bit of a dive, but of course the refs are going to call it. But the Caps kill it off, and fortunes come back to the Caps as Jeff Carter gets a high stick, goes to the penalty box. The Caps kill off the 7th penalty. They have a 6-on-4. They pull the goalie. 6-on-4 for the last minute of the third period, and Eric Fair with a blistering slap shot over the glove of Bobby Boucher, and it is tied 4-4. Caps and Flyers. We're going to overtime. Caps dominate the first portion or so of overtime, and then a cheeky interference call is called on Nicholas Backstrom. Don't like the call. Overtime, you don't call penalties. Leave it alone, refs. It was a bad call. But no worries. Caps killed it off. We go to the shootout. Nicholas Backstrom, first up for the Caps, robbed by Boucher. Next to go is Giroux. Nuvi stops him. OV up next, leg kick. Sparkling glove save by Boucher. In comes Briere. He scores 5-hole on Nuvi. Semin comes down. Last my hope. I'm praying, come on, Semin. Come on, come on, come on, come on. He hits the post, and then the puck ricochets off the crossbar and out. No luck for the Caps. The game started with an Alex Ovechkin post on a breakaway. It ends with an Alexander Semin post on the game. And that's the game, folks. The Caps lose 5-4 in the shootout, still get a point. So, better performance, a little back and forth high offense. That's what we like to see. So, you can't say anything about the lost games between the Caps and Flyers. They're always great games. We will see you Monday night when the Caps play the Devils in New Jersey, the struggling Devils. I'm hoping we win. Until then, I'm out. Keep rocking the red. Go Caps.